Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
So I didn't mention in my last video, but I'm back from Sonic Temple. It was a successful festival. Whitechapel crushed it. They were up against Metallica at the same time, and they still had a giant crowd. Super stoked for them to see how big that crowd was. Now I'm back in the attic doing some beer reviews. What's up, everybody? It's Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. And last couple weeks, I was watching Urban Viking ale reviews. I just cannot talk tonight. I cannot pronunciate my words. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I was watching the Urban Viking ale review, and he was reviewing a couple ciders. I was chatting with him for a minute, and he said I ought to do some. And then I decided I was going to make a order on Halftime Beverage, which is an awesome website. If you're into beer, go check that place out. They constantly have new beers, constant rotation of beers. Really good website. And I decided to pick up some ciders while I was going through the website making an order. So this one here is the first cider one of the ciders I picked up is the first one I'm going to review. This is the Peach Habanero Cider from Stowe Cider out of Vermont. Or Stowe Cider, I'm sorry. Stowe Cider out of Vermont. It's a 5.5% ABV. And you know, I like my spicy beers. Spicy cider is a little something different. I did have a spicy cider last week, I think it was, at Arsenal, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, Arsenal Cider House in Cleveland. It was really good. But like I said, this is the Peach Habanero, 5.5% alcohol from Stowe Cider in Vermont. And it's got a whole bunch of peaches and habaneros there on the can. Or habaneros, as that one guy said on YouTube. On the back here, there's some really fine micro print. I'll see if I can read it. It's got a little 5-dot barcode here. It goes from super dry to super dry to Stowe sweet, and the dot is in the middle. So I guess it's just kind of dry, kind of sweet, just in between. Ingredients: fresh pressed apples, water, peach puree, habanero peppers, cane sugar. It contains sulfites. It's gluten-free. It's vegan. Hit single series. Produced and packaged by Stowe Cider in Stowe, Vermont. And there's a code on here. Can't really tell if that's a date code or what it is. No date on the can. I did see on the description on Untapped, because this is on Untapped. The description says they use pureed habanero and fresh peach. Pureed habanero, so that means there's going to be some habanero in here. I bet you there's going to be some things floating around, some little floaters, some sediment. Speaking of that, maybe I should give it a little roll just in case there is some sediment on there. And when I was looking on Untapped, there wasn't a whole lot of check-ins. 500 for 3.69. And Beer Advocate, it was an NA. If I didn't mention before, I paid $6.99 for this can at Halftime Beverage. Go check that place out. If you like craft beer, they've got a hell of a selection. You'll spend hours going through their beers. They always have new arrivals. Everything that I've had from them so far has been pretty fresh. And that poured out with zero head whatsoever. Get a nose on it. I'm picking up the peach pretty strong. Peach and apple. There's a very faint habanero scent, but the peach and apple are the dominant characters in the nose. Although it is giving me a little warming. I just really love hot, spicy beers and things. And when I start talking about them, thinking about them, I just start warming up in general. And that is kind of a whitish. I don't think that is going to be on my SRM chart, but that's kind of a whitish. You can almost see through it, but not really. But that's a lot lighter color than I expected. And I'm going to take a big old drink of this and see how it tastes. Tuvar, thank you very much for inspiring me to order some ciders. Really appreciate it. Cheers, everybody. It's sweet on the front end. Get a nice hit of peach, nice hit of like apple cider. Slightly dry on the finish, but after you get that hit of like fresh peach, fresh apple. Real good apple cider, peach cider. Then mid to back palate, you get some of that habanero flavor. And it's got some heat to it. Got a little bit of burning right back here in the throat. Yeah, it finishes spicy and dry. But all the burn is like right here in the back of the throat. So if I'm not getting burning going down, I mean, it is a little warm here this evening. I'm not getting too much of a warming effect other than the burn like right here. Fresh peach, fresh pressed apple, and then that habanero in the back end. Nice burn. Burn's not super intense, not very overpowering. Everything was well balanced. The sweetness is there, but it's not like cloyingly sweet. It's not super sweet. And the dryness is also there. It is drying eventually, but it's not just instantly dry like some ciders can be. Overall, it's just very well balanced. Peach Habanero Cider, surprisingly, this is really good. And I'm going to give this a 2 horns up. I really enjoy this. This is a tasty beer as advertised. Everything's there. Hits the mark on everything. All the flavors are there. There's no artificialness, no like weirdness to it. It's just exactly as described. Fresh apple, fresh squeezed apple or pressed apple, fresh squeezed peach, and that habanero. I mean, and it works well together. It's really tasty. I'm not a big chef. I don't cook a lot, but you might be able to do some tasty things with this cider in cooking. It might make a good beverage to cook with. But this is excellent. Yeah, I really enjoy this. $6.99 for this can delivered to my house all day long. Absolutely. Go check out Halftime Beverage. If you're in the Vermont area, go check out the Stowe Cidery, Cider House, Cidery, whatever you call it. I don't even know what they call it. It just says Stowe Cider. Warning, spicy. Just go check out Stowe Cider. Look at their website. Looks like they have a really nice food menu. Looks like they have live music and other events going on. Just looks like a fun place to go to. So if you're in the Vermont area, go check them out. If you can see this in your area, if you can find this in your area, check it out. Especially if you like a little bit more spicy beverages. If you like peach and spices, this is excellent. And as always, embrace the adventure.